Here's the best example, you guys. Think of your own household, wherever you live right now, the people in your house. Let's pretend that there was a group of people outside your house, and they were all against the way you live your life. And whatever, it doesn't matter. The specifics don't matter. Do you turn to your family in your house and give them a big speech about how what's going on outside doesn't change anything in your house? Hell no. You look at each other and you laugh and you go, these idiots are outside protesting the way we live our life, man. Hey, pass me the cheese. I'm going to make a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gather the family together and go, listen, guys, I know there's a lot of people outside saying that the way we're doing things in our house isn't a good way. We're not going to worry about them. You don't get out of here, man. You go make a tuna sandwich and you laugh at the idiots standing outside your house making up ridiculous stories. So that worries me. Hopefully, I'm being the pessimistic guy for the wrong reason. But again, there's a reason that it's called the dreaded vote of confidence, because it almost always is followed by more changes if things don't turn around. And the fact that David Griffin felt the need to say it scares the hell out of me, guys. We'll see. Tonight, hopefully, nothing added to the woes of the Cavs, because, as I said, very fortuitous for them to end up with the 76ers on the schedule tonight. And whether Michael Carter-Williams comes back, which he's expected to for them tonight, he's averaging over 23 points a game in his last 3 meetings with the Cavaliers. Either way, Cavs should be able, even shorthanded, to win this one here and at least get out of Philly and get a step closer to hopefully getting Kyrie back in the lineup as you continue to try to work LeBron back into it as well. We'll see. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Speaking of Cavs, Eddie Jansen from More Than a Fan Cleveland, Cavaliers beat writer, he'll be on Thursday's show with us after the Cavaliers game Wednesday night. We'll talk about the week that was for the Cavs. We'll see where Eddie is on some of the stuff we talked about here today as well. Looking forward to that. While we're looking ahead just quickly, tomorrow we've got Dr. Football in the house. We'll talk about the NFL wildcard weekend, look ahead to some divisional stuff, talk a little Browns with him. Jeff Gorman from Indians101.com, talk a little about the passing of Hank Peters. We'll talk some more about that. Talk some who knows where we're going to go. Look, we get 43 days tomorrow before spring training, as I will continue to remind you. Jeff Gorman will be with us as well. Doug Plagans from the Lake Erie Monsters in the house tomorrow as well. But that's tomorrow. We're still rolling on here. Not only do you got the Cavs in action tonight. By the way, earlier, I thought for sure there was another one of those inconsequential.com type bowls coming up tonight. I did not even realize that the Toledo game was the final itdoesntmatter.com bowl of the season. I'm just kidding. But look at the names. This weekend alone, you had the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. And I know that it's buying the rights, but Tax Slayer Bowl, the Valero Alamo Bowl, the Ticket City Cactus Bowl, the Birmingham Bowl, and my personal favorite last night, the GoDaddy Bowl. Although none of them beat the Poulon Weed Eater Bowl. I have to admit that one's pretty good as well. Although the Franklin American Mortgage Music City Bowl was a pretty good one here too. The name rights on these things are just amazing. My personal favorite was, of course, Duck Commander Independence Bowl. They had to find a way to put the Duck Dynasty. That's okay, because the Duck Dynasty is going down. We're going duck hunting. Different ducks next Monday. But anyways, I thought there was another inconsequential.com bowl today, but nope. Toledo, big victory over Arkansas State yesterday. Those teams put over 100 points on the board. 107, 63-44. The Rockets got the victory, though, and that was the final one. So that was the end of it until we get to the title. But I thought for sure there was one more. At the beginning of the show, I think I even said that, and I was mistaken about that. So nothing else on the schedule there except for the big one. Let's see. Couple other things I wanted to get into while we're talking hoops besides the Cavaliers. Last night, UIC, Cleveland State, Vikings survived a scare there, 74-69. They went and took care of business against UIC. Horizon League play, Vikings have now opened up a 2-0 record to start things as they've pulled to 500 on the season, 8-8. UIC, 5-12 overall, first in-league loss for them. Anton Grady from Cleveland Central Catholic, 18 points, 10 rebounds. Charlie Lee, 18 points, 5 assists. He's now added to rose up to ninth on the list all-time CSU career assist leaders and looking to keep moving up on that one as he goes. Marlon Mason dropped in 12 points and 4 big block shots. Trey Lewis, 11 points, 4 assists for the victory. Coach Waters said after the game, by the way, working to get Coach Waters on the show here hopefully later this week or perhaps next week as I'm working with CSU now, but big rush there at the end. Didn't like Coach did not like the way the Vikings finished out the game, but they were able to hold on. They were able to make a couple of free throws and take care of business. Also, second consecutive game as they start Horizon League play that the Vikings shot better than 55% from the floor. Yesterday, nearly 60%. They were at 59% yesterday from the floor. Vikings are off for a couple of days before they host Oakland, 7:30 p.m. this week at the Wolstein Center. It'll be a men's and women's doubleheader. You've got the women's team in Valpo at 5, and then the men's action at 7:30, CSU in Oakland. But Vikings able to get the victory. As I said, they start out with a 2-0 record to begin Horizon League play. All right, guys, we're going to not begin it. We're going to end it today. Fantastic show, you guys. And thank you so much for being with us. And when I say that, I hope people understand what I mean. I don't mean, yay, J-Rock, fantastic show from you. I mean from you guys. When I say fantastic show, you guys, man, that means every one of you powering this thing along, because behind the scenes, it's nothing but interaction from guys on Facebook and Twitter and all the social media sites and the cats in the chat room dropping in all kinds of stuff throughout the show. And really, it all comes together to make this what it is. So thank you guys for helping make this today another phenomenal show. As I said, tomorrow we're going to look ahead, obviously, talking Cavaliers and what I hope is a victory, shorthanded or not, against the Philadelphia 76ers. Jeff Gorman will be here tomorrow from Indians101.com. We've got Dr. Football, Doug Plagans. We'll talk NFL, Indians, Cavs, Browns, Monsters, the whole gamut of things. Browns. Speaking of, I'm just going to say this. You guys know we always say, hey, we're a little bit different than everybody else. 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 45 seconds of Sports Fix to launch this week here. And, man, we didn't even have anything to talk about Browns. I always joke about how, lowest common denominator radio. And trust me, I have no problem. We talk about whatever each day, whatever it is, you know what I mean? And but I just sit here and looked at the end of the show and I said, man, we did a whole show today, man, and we didn't even discuss the Cleveland Browns at length in any segment. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that to mock. What I'm saying is it can be done. I thought we had a pretty fast moving hell of a show today, and we didn't even broach that subject. That was my point. It can be done, folks. It can be done. And we do it here on the Sports Fix. So thank you guys for being a part of it again today. And be back here tomorrow. Tell somebody else, hey, these cats are different and we like it like that. That's what she said. Tell somebody to tune in tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, live at noon Eastern, right here across the Sports Fix Radio Network. Thank you guys for being with us again. Have a great night. Enjoy the Cavs game if that's your thing, and be back here tomorrow and talk to us. We love you guys, Cleveland and beyond, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on the Sports Fix.
Every year, but we got the king though, so hopefully we overcome. Yes, I have a dream, and I know I ain't the only one. Modell tried to steal my heart, but we brought it back. Thanks to Cleveland Clinic, now they call them Kiss the Cardiac. Rock Hall, Science Center, Tower City, all of that. Warehouse District, Euclid Corridor, and all the flat. You know that I'm a Tribes fan, and I love sliming. Crockett Park's the perfect place for me to spend some time in. Baby, this is Cleveland. It is so much more to us. You can even go to Severance Hall to see an orchestra.
Cleveland.